Montana is a land full of the wonder we call nature. It is a land full of peace and beauty, a land that makes one feel content sitting at a river's edge while looking at the mountains as you're sitting on the valley floor. Join me on part 1 of this Montana adventure. I flew to Bozeman and then drove to the KOA Livingston Paradise Campground. When I woke up the next morning, I walked around the cabin and to the Yellowstone River. I then took off to see the beauty of Paradise Valley on my way to the north entrance of Yellowstone National Park in the small town of Gardner. I wasn't visiting the park on this trip, but I've been before. There's something about this valley that had been calling me to come back ever since I had first laid eyes on its effortless beauty years ago. I soon arrived in Gardner, just at the north entrance of Yellowstone, and stopped at Roosevelt Arch for a few minutes. The sky was a stellar blue, and the light shined brightly down upon the arch and its visitors. I grabbed lunch in Gardner and then headed back to the campground. I had country roads to meander, a river to sit at, and a sunset to catch. I'd stood by the same tree years and years ago. The tree still stood. It was like an old friend welcoming me back to a land I adore. As the sun set below the mountains, I headed back toward the valley floor for one more night of slumber in this place. The next morning, I drove to the St. Mary East Glacier KOA to begin my adventure in Glacier National Park. When I arrived at the campground, I settled into my cabin and enjoyed the glorious scenery. I had never been to this part of Montana before and was grateful to relax with nothing but the beauty and sounds of nature. Join me for part 2 of Montana, coming soon.